Hello and welcome to part 19 of House Build. In the last episode we were working on the drywall. You can see it is finished now. We've got our ceiling texture coated, and I will include a video on how that gets done. I'll put a link in here so you can see how exactly that was finished. There's a process to that, but you can see that the cathedral ceiling has the texture to it. This is known as crow's foot, and all the walls are finished in every room. So we'll just walk around, make sure everything is good. So now that all of the drywall is finished, we can proceed with priming the walls. And you can see in the master bathroom here, we still have a shower to do, the floor to do, a little bit left to do in the master, but that won't keep us from painting. And we're going to be painting. We'll start out using a color tinted primer that you can see here. This will just make the paint match the primer a lot better, and the primer sits on top of the drywall so that the paint does not soak into the drywall and it takes so many coats. We did the same thing in the living room area. Went through with a coat of primer that's tinted close to the color of the paint, and once that's done we'll go back around and paint the whole house. Meanwhile, outside we have the power company hooking up the electric, the permanent electric, so we'll be able to rewire the furnace permanently, and we'll have to get the electricians to come back in and do the final hookup to all the switches and outlets, and we'll have power throughout the house. So there's two guys working on hooking up the power. One guy at the pole, one guy at the weatherhead. And you can kind of see this guy will strip back a piece of wire, and then he'll use a couple of couplings to put the wires together. And he has a crimping tool that he'll use to crimp the coupling to the wires. A little closer look, stripping the wire now. And then he slides the coupling over top of the wire, and then grabs the crimper and crimps it a couple times on each wire, and that connects the two wires. Another guy at the pole is doing pretty much the same thing, just hooking it up to the power coming from the pole. You'll crimp it a couple of times on each wire. Get a little closer view here of this one. And let's take a look at the other guy. He's up there working on the pole side. You can see our camera and down the street where all the electric's coming from. So it's really exciting to have the electric hooked up, get the electricians back in, get the furnace running off permanent power, and have some electrical outlets and lights throughout the house. It's a really big step. So now that our electric is hooked up, we'll go back in and take a look at the paint. This room had an accent wall. You can see a slight difference in color between the front wall and the remaining walls. Got a grayish color in the hallway going into a blue accent wall in the great room. Baseboards are now pre-painted. So there's a few coats of paint on the baseboards and casing. All the molding's painted. So that'll be coming up soon. This room is painted. Bedrooms are also painted. Bathroom painted, hallway painted, and the other bedroom, including the closets, are all painted. Let's take a look at the bathrooms. We got the tile started in the main bathroom using 12 by 24 tile. Got some Dura-Rock down, and you can see the tile here. Going into the master bathroom using the same tile. Put the subfloor down. The 12 by 24 tile is going to run the whole bathroom, and then we can start on the shower at the same time. So check back in episode 20 of House Build. Make sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon. I'm How To Bob. Thanks for watching.